All right, shalom. We are the Hebrew Israelites. Come out here week in and week out to prophesy the downfall of America, okay? And to let the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans know that they are the true children of Israel spoken of in the Bible, all right? And that the so-called white people or Caucasians are known as Esau and Edom in the Bible, all right? And, so before we get into that, we give all praises to Bahasham Yahawashi, the one who the world ignorantly called God and Jesus Christ, all right? Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Blessings to the elect and salutations to Yahakim out there enduring this truth and sincerity, all right? Go ahead.
Deuteronomy chapter 4, verse 1.
Yep.
Now therefore hearken, O Israel, unto the statutes and unto the judgments which I teach you.
So right there, hearken, O Israel, okay? Can you please, no pictures?
No pictures, please.
I don't even care. But yeah, right there, the Lord always and forever will deal with the Israelites, okay? There's no other nation outside of that nation that he deals with. On a salvation level, okay? A personal one-on-one, all right? It's just like you in a relationship with somebody. Y'all are close together. You might have other friends that are okay. So that's what the heathen are. But really, the Bible even say that they are as spittle, man. So they are as spit, okay? Just because the Lord allowing other nations to live and allowing them to have lands, and that's just him being the most high. He can do that. But when it comes to dealing with blessings, covenants, promises, law, statutes, and commandments, it's with Israel, okay? From the jump, who did he save out of Egypt? He saved the Israelites, man. Who did he send to the land of Canaan? He sent the Israelites, all right? Where does all the prophets come from? They come from Israel. Where the men of the Lord come from? They come from Israel. Who, as we're about to read in this chapter, who do the other nations look at like these is a high efficient amount of people who definitely have a higher power dealing with them? That's Israel, man. Okay? Now, don't be simple. And you might have in your mind, oh, well, y'all killing each other, or, y'all ain't working and this and that or whatever. Basically, realize that we on the bottom, then you must keep reading, okay? And when you get to Deuteronomy 28, it tells you clearly why we are in the condition that we in, all right? It tells you why we're in the condition. Why? It's because we didn't keep the law, statutes, and commandments. And every time, the book of Judges, when you read the book of Judges, we went into captivity every time we started following after the heathen, every time we started worshiping other idols and praying to other gods and sacrifices to other gods and all of that. So when we didn't mind the Lord, he basically gave us a butt whooping, man. All right? And that butt whooping, might have been harsh, which was slavery under another nation that's originally under us, man. So that's why the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans are in the situation that they in, man. Okay? That's why the Spaniards was able to take them over. All right? The conquistadors was able to take them over. And then the Caucasians, which is pretty much the same, they was able to put us in slavery, man. All right? Because the Lord said, oh, okay, you want to be hard-headed? Then I'm going to do away with you, man. All right? And that's how the cookie crumbles, man. All right?
No, I can't find it, but just to quote it, to go what you were saying, the Lord gave us a bill of divorce, man.
Yeah.
I'm trying to.
Is it Jeremiah? Jeremiah 3.
Yeah, okay, yeah, Jeremiah.
Might be like 3 and 18 or 17. That might be where he said.
Yeah. Jeremiah chapter 3, verse 8. And I saw when for all the causes whereby backsliding Israel.
Yeah, backsliding Israel. Okay? Backsliding into what? That wickedness, man, that we ain't supposed to be doing. Alright? Because the Lord gave the Israelites law, statutes, and commandments to uphold, to make them different from the other nations that are upon the earth. This earth is ours, as the scriptures say, man. Okay? But the Lord gave every nation a chance to rule it. All right. And as of now, the so-called white men are ruling, man. All right. And look what they doing to the earth. Here it is. Y'all supposed to be the more superior race, but y'all destroying everything, man. All right. If you was a more superior race, you're supposed to be taking care of everything, man. All right. It wouldn't be no hungry people, because when we was established, we had shit popping. Okay. We had a welfare system, man. Okay. And also, even on the side of that, when you would go out and you would reap whatever you had sown, as far as corn, grapes, whatever the situation is, you would leave a little bit, man, for the ones who don't have nothing. So there wasn't no hungry, homeless people, man. Okay? You had people probably going from town to town, but they was able to survive, all right, based off how the Lord set everything up, man. All right?
Whereby backsliding Israel committed adultery, I have put her away and given her a bill of divorce.
Yeah, because the Lord likens the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans as a comely woman, a beautiful woman, all right? So, we backslid from the Lord by not keeping his law, statutes, and commandments, all right? And therefore, he gave us a bill of divorce, okay? Just like you do with a woman who commits adultery. Yeah, because that's what it said, that they committed adultery. Because they basically started going onto other gods and following after other doctrines, or what's the word? The key word. Philosophies, man. Okay? So that's what it was. So you're like, oh, okay, so y'all basically think y'all got it all. Y'all better than me. Okay, I got it. Go ahead. You know, that's why he told them, pray unto your wood, pray unto your stone to save you. All right? And the same is going to happen in this time to come, man. When Jacob's trouble comes. Okay? What does this say? Can you grab, see if I can, Psalms? Was that into that?
Okay. Yet her treacherous sister Judah feared not, but went and played the harlot also.
Yeah, because at first, okay, you had Judah and Jerusalem. You had the southern kingdom and the northern kingdom. Judah is predominantly known as the southern kingdom. And the northern kingdom, which is mainly the Native Americans and Latinos, they known as the northern kingdom. That's Jerusalem. So Jerusalem was already into that, into the idolatry and all of that. And then Judah, Benjamin, and Levi, they started following after that as well, man. Okay? Because they was the last ones to leave the land. Most of the northern tribe left under the captivity of Shalmaneser, which was an Assyrian king. And guess where they came? To this land right here. All right? The same land that these crackers took over, man. That's what we do, man. We clear this park out, man. Y'all niggas is fucking dead in Omaha, man. Every time we come out here, there's people walking and sitting and taking pictures and all that shit. Then we come out, y'all scatter, man, like fucking roaches. Y'all can't handle this light, man. All right? And I don't care what race is out here, man. And it's the Lord's word, man. That's beautiful that we clear this damn park out, man. Y'all niggas in Omaha ain't shit, man.
Yeah, it makes it more beautiful, because usually we come out here a little later.
Exactly.
So nighttime, it's kind of understandable, but
it's the middle of the day.
you know?
It's the middle of the, yeah.
How about Yahawashi?
It's about 4 o'clock? 4:17, man.
It's early, man. What was this one?
Psalms 103 and 10 of them. Earlier in the chapter. It might be earlier in the chapter. First like people will be willing in the day of thy power. 110 and
Psalms chapter 110 verse 3.
yeah.
Thy people shall be willing in the day of thy power, in the beauties of holiness from the womb of morning.
Yeah, now that is also twofold, man. That's talking about the ones that's actually trying to make it up out of here. Okay, because we're going to be seeing the 2/3 getting messed up, man. All right, during Jacob's trouble, and that's to say, we really going to be willing to get out of here and try to do what we can to endure through our trials and tribulations, man. Okay, but it's mainly talking about 2/3 of our people, man. Because we didn't been out here for years, our apostles and elders have been out here for years, decades, almost half a century, man. Okay, and people still doing what they want to do, but the main reason is we're prophesying. We're letting you know what's going to happen before it happened, and nobody's paying any mind. Okay, the world is actually getting worse. Okay, I mean the scriptures say that, but you think if the prophets come on the scene that they will, oh man. But hey, just like in the past times, they never believed the prophets, okay? They always thought that they was just blowing smoke, So therefore, that's what it is. Nobody, hey, what it tell you in Ezekiel 33? Then shall they know that a prophet was amongst them, man. All right? Because once the things that we talked about start happening, people are going to be looking for this truth, and that's why the famine of the word is going to be there, man. The Lord said that they're going to run to and fro, but they ain't going to be able to find that knowledge, man. Because this knowledge is going to be the stability of your times, okay? Because it's going to be a lot of shit happening that your mind can't even bear. A lot of people dying left and right. Babies dying, women dying, since y'all like to cherish them so much, man. Ain't nobody exempt. All right, when it comes to the Lord's judgment, ain't nobody exempt. All right?
Proverbs chapter 1, verse 24. Because I have called and you refused.
Yeah, the Lord called and you refused. All right, go ahead.
I have stretched out my hand and no man regarded.
Try to give you a little help and you rejected it, man. All right, you rejected it. The Lord trying to tell you, hey, this is the right way to do things in order to get saved from what's coming. All right, but nobody wants to listen, okay? But then they go sit here in church and a pastor just bring out all the love scriptures, ain't preparing them for nothing that's coming. All right, you got a whole chapter that he can read, which is Matthew chapter 24, about prophecies to come. But you know what he's going to tell you? Oh, that been happening, or that ain't already happening. No, it ain't happening. It's been happening, but now it's happening all at once and on a larger scale. Okay, with the heat increasing, with the tension increasing with Russia and America, that's the final step. America blaming things on Iran, all right? And then they're going to do what? They're going to try and go into Iran as well as they went into Afghanistan. They went and messed with Egypt. They went and messed with Libya. They went into Pakistan. What's the other one? Iraq. You know what I'm saying? All for resources, okay? And that's what it is at the end. They just want to take over the whole world bit by bit. But that is a stopping point once they go mess with Iran. Okay, you got the Philippines. They you got the Philippines. They coming in alliance with China over America. Okay, so America's in the process of losing allies, while the other superpowers are gaining allies, which the scriptures tell you is going to be all the other nations against America, man.
Yeah, America get on TV. On CNN and complain about terrorists, but then when you really dig into it, America is funding Saudi Arabia with weapons and financially, okay? Basically, they're funding pockets of ISIS. Them same people that's up in there bombing Yemen and bombing all these other countries, America's supplying them with weapons, man. Okay, and then the dude got on Press TV and said, well, we can't control what they do with the weapons when we give it to them, or who hands it get into. It's their responsibility. But why don't you go into the country and just do away with it? You know why? Because they had interest in Yemen. They're trying to tear down Yemen, and that's why Russia is jumping in and trying to actually shoot down ISIS. But they know that ISIS is an American trained facility, man. They training these soldiers, man. How you think they getting, like I always say, man, how you get a missile defense system or anti-aircraft defense system and you in the middle of the desert, man? You don't go to Best Buy and cop nothing like that. You got that from a government, okay? And they have that type of stuff, and they're getting it from America, man. Okay? Them IEDs, when you send your this how wicked they is. They'll sit there and say it's terrorism, then they'll send troops out there and be trying to fight themselves, which they ain't gonna never actually catch them. And then they'll blow up their own troops, man, because they gotta sell a story, man. And then you get mad when somebody like Kaepernick want to kneel and things like that. You say it's for the flag, but you'll kill your own people behind oil pipeline, man. You see what they're doing in Dakota, you know? But guess what? Just one thing different. You see how the Native Americans getting together and rising up against the so-called white man for that shit, man. Our people ain't willing to do nothing as a unit. They're quick to say, oh, he's a misogynist.